10 animals with the strongest bite. Animals can be cute and cuddly, or vicious and bloodthirsty. Guess which type we're going to be exploring today? That's right, today we're looking at the deadliest predators on this planet. Not only that, but we'll also be looking at how much damage their jaw can actually inflict on their victim or prey. Being their only weapon, it goes without saying that it should be extremely durable. To put all of these strong bites in perspective, we will look at one of the weakest and smartest animals on the planet and its bite force. It's called the human. You might have seen it before. Anyway, the bite force of a human jaw is only about 160 psi, pound force per square inch. Now that we have our yardstick, let's look at how the rest of the animal kingdom compares to humans. Number 1 will be a shocker. Let's stop stalling and get into the 10 animals with the strongest bite. We begin. Number 10, lion. Bite force 650 psi. It surprised us as much as it surprised you. Basically, the king of the jungle occupies the 10th spot on the top 10 list of animals with the strongest bite. Who would have thought? Lions occupy a huge part of Africa, especially Nairobi National Park. And close to the park lives Richard Terreri. He lives in a community called Maasai, which relies on livestock to survive. The local population killed the only bull they had. They basically massacred the poor animal. That's when Richard had an idea. After many failed attempts, this little boy created a harmless invention to scare off lions. He found out that these wild animals were afraid of moving light, and he built exactly that. Since then, the Nairobi National Park didn't need to send in people to kill the lions. Since basically everyone knows most of these animals, we thought of sharing interesting stories instead of facts about the animals. Number 9, tiger. Bite force 1050 psi. It's kind of a bummer that the lion is the last one on our top 10 list, but looking at our number 9, we have the tiger. His jaw strength is almost double that of the lion and therefore more deadly. Did you know that you could buy a tiger and keep it as your pet for around $2,500? That does seem like a good deal. However, before you swipe your credit card, you should know that you need to have a 5-acre land area where the tiger can roam free, as well as a $1,000 cage and a $15,000 transportation cage. Because you can keep them as pets, Randy Miller, an animal trainer from California, decided to train his tigers. He became so good that his tiger was featured in films like Transformers 2, The Last Samurai, and Gladiator. Interesting to mention is the event that almost ended Randy's life. On the set of Gladiator, his tiger actually attacked him because of the protective armor he was wearing, injuring him badly. But the man never blamed the tiger. Number 8, spotted hyena. Bite force 1100 psi. The spotted hyena, although small, has a very powerful jaw. It can take down a wildebeest all alone. However, not all hyenas kill their own prey. Striped hyenas only wait until the bigger predators feast on a carcass before they start eating. But the spotted hyena, due to its speed and strength of jaw, smashes that like button. But if we're being serious, it kills almost 95% of the prey it eats. More often than not, you hear stories about people being attacked by hyenas as well. That's what happened to Abel, a little boy from Africa that was playing alone outside. Once the hyena spotted the small prey, it immediately attacked Abel, tearing off his entire bottom jaw, his upper lip, and part of his ear. His mother heard her child screaming for help, and she immediately rushed to the rescue. A few seconds later, and it might have been too late. Abel was rushed to the nearest hospital, and doctors immediately performed an operation to save the unconscious boy. He's now alive and well, but his face is completely deformed. Number 7, grizzly bear. Bite force 1200 psi. The grizzly bear, one of the biggest predators on this planet, it's enormous, quick, and has a bite force of 1200 psi. Not to mention it can climb trees as well. Bears are extremely feared in the wilderness, even by humans. They usually feed on smaller animals and fish, especially salmon. During mating season, when the salmon swims upstream, jumping over water boulders and small waterfalls, the bears wait for them at the top. Some of the salmon land right in their mouths. Likewise, the stronger alpha bears get the better positions, while the other bears have to wait their turn or fight the alpha. No matter how powerful, they were no match for Todd Orr. a knife maker in southwestern Montana. He loved the outdoors, hunting and camping under the open sky. He managed to survive 2 bear attacks while he was in the wilderness. So you could say he's twice as good as the Revenant. Number 6. Gorilla. Bite force 1,300 psi. They are the biggest apes that exist on this planet, and their staggering size contributes to the strong jaw. The weight of male gorillas can be between 300 and 500 pounds, and they live on both sides of the Congo River. One video surfaced in 2016 showing a little boy that fell into a gorilla cage at the Cincinnati Zoo. The boy was immediately taken by the gorilla, slammed against the wall, and dragged by his shirt or leg across the pond for around 10 minutes, with the occasional pauses here and there. The police intervened immediately after and had no choice but to kill the only silverback gorilla in the zoo. That's actually an endangered species. Number 5. Hippo. Bite force 1,825 psi. Well, that giant head can't be for nothing, and this shows exactly why hippos are some of the calm giants that no one likes to disturb, not even lions. With very thick skin and a terrifying bite, they're capable of scaring even an entire pack of lions to defend their territory. Although they're not known as aggressive creatures, you'll sometimes hear of a rare hippo attack. That's exactly what happened to a couple exploring the African wildlife and canoeing the waters of the Zambezi River. One of the guides reported seeing something in the distance. Before they had a chance to fall back, a herd of hippos attacked the canoe and grabbed Kristen Yalder by the leg and dragged her underwater, where she remained for 45 seconds. She got out alive, but not without a broken leg. Number 4. Jaguar. Bite force 2,000 psi. Being one of the fastest predator cats in the world, with speeds going over 50 miles per hour, the jaguar is extremely dangerous when encountered in the wilderness. In a one-on-one battle, jaguars can take down an entire crocodile due to their fast speed. Even when locked in a zoo, these animals can prove to be dangerous. One woman at the Arizona Zoo found this out the hard way when she leaned inside the restricted area to take a close-up selfie of the jaguar. The predator saw an opportunity and struck, badly injuring the woman. Number 3. Saltwater crocodile. Bite force 3,700 psi. That was a sudden 1,700-point spike in jaw power. Are you even surprised this power belongs to one of the deadliest creatures on the planet? The saltwater crocodile can grow up to 2,000 pounds and measure 20 feet in length. In 1945, the Allied Army launched an attack in an effort to take back Ramree Island from the Japanese. Unsuccessful, they fell back, and around 1,000 soldiers decided to shorten the route by going through the mangrove swamps. Unbeknownst to them, the swamp was infested with crocodiles. Sad to say, only 20 of the 1,000 soldiers survived. Number 2. Shark. Bite force 4,000 psi. It's the only fish on the list, and as such, it ranks number 2 on the list of the 10 strongest animal bites. Volusia, Florida is the beach where the most shark attacks in the world occur, a record-breaking 15 bites in 2016 and 9 in 2017. These beasts are so feared that there was even an entire horror movie made in their honor. The USS Indianapolis was one of the ships delivering materials necessary for the first atomic bomb ever used in 1945. Upon its return, the ship was hit by a Japanese tornado, sinking the ship in under 12 minutes, as well as taking the lives of 300 men with it. The rest of the crew, around 600 of them, were left to fend for their lives in the shark-infested waters, and by the time the rescue teams arrived, only 317 survived the attack. Number 1. Nile crocodile. Bite force 5,000 psi. And there we have it, folks. The Nile crocodile is the animal with the strongest bite in the world. With a bone-crushing 5,000 psi, it turns any prey into mincemeat. The most famous and biggest representative of the bunch is the croc, which locals named Gustav. He was around 18 feet in length and weighed approximately 2,000 pounds. The locals called him the man-eater, and for good reason. This monster croc has managed to kill over 300 people in his long lifespan. His natural habitat was the Ruzizi River near Lake Tanganyika. He was so famous that there was even a documentary made just for Gustav, titled Capturing the Killer Croc. So that's our list, guys. Which of these animals would you not like to encounter in the middle of the road? You can tell us in the comments section below. And if you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.